This LEGO Polybag has one small detail that made it not as good as it could have been. This set was very nearly one of the best polybags of all time and has a very nice looking build. This is the 30708 Millennium Falcon polybag. You could get it for £3.50 in the UK, or you could have gotten it for free in Smiths on the weekend of May 4th, or if you spent over £35 on LEGO.com. This is 74 pieces, so at the £3.50 price tag, it definitely looks like a very good value. And let's just get into the review of the 30708 Millennium Falcon. The inclusion of the landing gear is definitely very unique. Every single LEGO Millennium Falcon polybag, even the microfighters, just don't really include the landing gear, and I do like the accurate inclusion of it here. The splashes of red dotted around do look really nice, and I like the use of the binoculars piece to use as the turret piece at the top. They also use a lot of ingot pieces to create a lot of detailing, which looks fantastic. And I do like how thin it is. It's a lot more accurate, especially compared to like a microfighter scale. And at this scale, they definitely made it very, very accurate. I do also really like these studs used at the back, and then also at the back, you can see some thrust coming out of the engines. It's a bit hard to see in this light, very sorry, but it does look pretty good in person. And overall, this is definitely a fantastic polybag build to add to any collector. Maybe you want to display it next to the midi-scale Falcon or the UCS Falcon for all I care. It definitely would go nice next to one of the bigger Millennium Falcon sets, and that's why I would definitely recommend picking this one up. And it is definitely a fun little build, but let's get on to the one detail that could have made this set perfect, and that would have been the inclusion of the cockpit piece. We have seen this piece be used on many Millennium Falcon polybags and microfighters over the years, and I don't know why they refuse to include it here, because on Bricklink it costs about 30p, and it can't cost more than a couple p to manufacture, so I don't see what including a printed piece would have lost for them. Especially considering this is a multi-billion-dollar company, making billions and record profits in recent years. And this is the piece I am talking about. It's a very nice looking printed piece, very accurate to what we see in the original trilogy, and I just stole it from the actual Millennium Falcon polybag. Sorry, the microfighter. And let's just swap them out and I will show you how much better it would have been. That looks so much better. I absolutely love this look, and it's definitely a 10 out of 10 polybag with this, but I think it's a 9 out of 10 without. It just has that little less detailing, which makes it a bad polybag. Again, though, it's definitely one that I would pick up, especially if you have this piece available, as I don't actually display the microfighter anymore. I recently took it off display, so it makes sense for me to swap it out and put this piece on the polybag, as I'm going to be displaying this next to my midi-scale Falcon. And it's an absolutely fantastic set, and you should definitely pick this one up, but not if you don't have the actual windscreen piece. Anyway, let me pick this polybag, and thanks for watching. Bye.